Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. I'm always loving my assumptions. Like I assume so much. I have such a bias. I have such a prejudice. I have such a set way of looking at the world. And when I find places that I'm surprised about, I'm always looking to reframe something or understand something a bit deeper. So this morning with the storm, there was a big storm here last night. I went out and I assumed that there would be clouds, but there was no clouds. It was like really windy and there was just full starry night. Um, and so, yeah, so I'm like, oh, that's a new way of understanding storms. And then I look at how I do that in loads of other places. Things where I assume things or, just little things like that. I love reframing things. So today is day 7 of Glimmer, and it's wild outside. It's getting calmer, but it was pretty wild this morning. So come rest in onto your back, and then we shall move. Come. Oh no, come sit and meditate first. Yes, and then we shall move. Great. My candle's been put away, so I just have to go find it. Jumping over the Milky Way. It's a bit tricky. Aromatherapy. Yeah, so what do you assume about the world around you? And when you find a new layer or something that is really interesting about, oh, I didn't expect that, really try and include it into your way of thinking about things. I do that with people. I do it with relationships, with the way I am in the world. Just rubbing down through your arms and your legs, your back, and your belly, belly. And then come sit. Nice. As I meditated there, I could hear the storm outside. It's wild. There's a sense of the trees and just something really moving about the heaving of the trees. So come lie on your back. Come rest in. And just take a few deep, slow belly breaths. And getting a sense of the experience of belly.
What do you feel? How do you sense it? What's the feeling tones of belliness right now? And then flatten down into the floor. And as you do that, really acknowledge that your psoas has a really big part to play, or the deep belly muscles has a really big part to play in how you flatten your lower back down. And then as you arch, it also, your deep belly muscles are also really connected. So flattening your lower back down and arching, and like a sense of a telescope or a microscope, no, maybe a binoculars more so than a microscope, like a pair of binoculars. I want you to focus on the feeling just at the front of your belly, flattening down and arching, flattening down, arching, flattening down, arching. Nice. And how does this belly feeling relate to your legs? How does it relate to your diaphragm? What's happening at the back of your belly or the front of your belly? How does your spine move as you do this? Nice. And then roll up along your spine. So you flatten first and then you continue to rise. And notice how it's actually fixed. The front of your hips become fixed, and then you roll up and then you roll down, and then you unfix your hips and come into the arch. So there's a pelvic tilt, and then you keep that tilt on as you travel up, and then slowly rolling down. So notice pelvic tilt, and then you lift your tilt up, and then all the way down, and then you arch your back. So you're really not changing the angle of your pelvis as you lift. You're just lifting the angle, that angle up and down along your spine, or up and down off the floor. Tilt, rise, all the way down, arch. And again, one more time. Tilt, rise, and then all the way down, arch. Nice. So then try and arch a bit higher up into your ribs so that you're lifting your ribs as well. And it's like my neck has gotten really short because I'm trying to lift my ribs off the floor, and I'm pulling my shoulders down into my body, and I'm really squishing the front of my chest, the front of my throat, so that I can lift up through the back. And then flatten your lower back down really strongly. And then try and lift as high up into your ribs as you can. You know that my voice has gone all funny because I'm squishing really deeply through the front of my throat. And arch. And when I flatten, like the front of my throat really opens. And then again, arching all the way up into your ribs. Feel like, wow, this sense of power in the back of your ribs, the lifting. And then flattening down, the front of your throat really opens. Just do that a few more times. Arching all the way up into your ribs. And then flattening down. Arching all the way up into your ribs. Notice when you're really arched like this, you could float your feet really easily off the floor. It's like, oh yeah, there. And so there's a sense of that engagement where the front of your psoas is really on. So therefore your legs have become incredibly light. And then flattening down, pull backwards. Nice. Rock your knees from side to side. And as you rock, feel that spiraling tea towel feeling. So you're allowing yourself to be spun or twisted or squeezed by the action of your knees traveling from side to side. Nice. So first morning we did this, back to marching The marching gliders. So drop your knees down towards the right and then glide your left knee up towards the right shoulder and then reach the right hand over towards the left arm. So the left knee is towards the right and the right arm is towards the left. And then come back and then right knee towards the left and reach your left hand across towards the right arm. So it's marching gliders. So it's like as your knee lifts, your opposite elbow rises. As your knee lifts, your opposite elbow rises. Marching gliders. I feel like it's skipping gliders maybe for me. It's like, phew, swing both arms down and over, and then both arms travel down. I do feel like skipping. It's more like skipping gliders for me. Maybe because I like gliders. Oh, great. Come all the way back to center. Roll over into your child's pose. Pause there. Really feel that sense of settling in, widening through the lower back. And like squeeze yourself into the tightest little ball that you can. So your feet are together, your knees are really close, your elbows are close, your head is down. Like squish yourself down and into a little ball. Nice. Come all the way up, downward dog, pull yourself back. Now try and lengthen and widen yourself as much as you can. So pull back into your feet, push down into your hands, create length through your spine. Feel the sense of, if we're going to say one or the other, it's like sun, yang, up and out, broad, full, expansive. And then come down into your child's pose and make yourself into the squishiest little version of yourself. So the moon, the yin, the in, the pause. Nice. Downward dog, the sun, the big, the out, the expansive. Really feel the difference. Even there's light in this one. I can see the light of the room. My face is off the floor. My arms are long, my legs are long, my spine is long, my breath is deep and full because there's space. And then let's hibernate. Come into the deepest cocoon that you can, squishing down, deepening in, turning inwards. Last time. Downward dog. Make everything long and full and open. Open your eyes, stretch your face. Wiggle your knees, your hips, your feet. Bend one knee, lean your bum over to that side. So you're expanding into the sides of your body, rocking from one side to the other. Bending both knees, stretch both legs. Cool. Drop both knees to the floor. Step your right foot forward between your two hands. Or this is the moment where you come onto your chair. And so if I was on a chair, I would probably have my right thigh on a chair. I'd be sitting sideways. The back of the chair would be here towards the back of the studio. Okay? Stretch your left leg long. Pause there. Connect into your feet. Find that front knee moving forward, back leg moving backwards. Toes widen both feet. Fingertips connect into the floor. Lengthen your spine. So how would you find that connection directions here? So from the top of your head to the heel, through your arms, through the whole of your body. I love connecting into the heel of the front foot. As soon as I do that, my buttock on the right really connects. And I have much more power in my pelvis. Nice. Turn your left foot at a 45-degree angle, both hands to your front knee, rising up. Reach your left hand up, reaching up, looking up. Bend your elbow, bring your hand down, and then reach your right hand up, reaching up, looking up. And bring it down. Both elbows bend, reach both arms up. Lengthening, sink deeper into your hips, reaching up through your arms. Tuck your chin in, pull down into swan. And then dive forward. Bring both hands down, all the way down. Stretch out through your front leg. Nice. Drop your left knee to the floor. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right leg. So my baby finger is just beside my big toe. Bring your left elbow down to the floor. Pause. Nice. Bring your right hand to the outside of your right foot. And now you're going to lengthen your back leg. And you're going to do this thing where you're going to take your back leg and you're going to come sit. So to do that, so I explain really slowly. Take your left foot and bring it behind your right foot. So your toe is on the floor. Bring your left knee down. Bring your left bum down. So now I'm sitting at the front of my mat, sitting on my left bum, and my legs are a little bit in sandwich kind of look. Okay? I wonder how that went. From here, you're going to stretch both legs out long. Pause there. Come into a forward bend. Rounding forward through your legs. Reaching long through your arms. Imagine that squish in feeling, that sense of compression through your body. How would you make yourself really small and round and deep? Remember to wiggle, don't get stuck in anything. Wiggle a bit, moving one shoulder, the other, rounding, arching. Cool. So bring both legs into zigzag and then push back into your downward dog, all the way back, lengthening back through your legs. Cool. Bend both knees, squish yourself into a tiny little child's pose, all the way down, squish. Turning inwards. Let's push back into downward dog. Expanding outwards, lengthening from the deep of your core down into your arms, and the deep of your core down into your legs. Nice. Drop your knees down, step the left foot forward between your hands. Tuck your back toe under, find the connection into your legs. So your front heel finds the floor, your toes expand, your fingertips are strong, your arms lengthen, your spine lengthens. Find the juicy of this moment in your body. Super. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring both hands to your front knee, rising up. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling, reaching up, looking up. Nice. Hand down. Reach your left hand up towards the ceiling, reaching up, looking up. Coming down. Reach both arms up,
reaching up long and strong, filling through the whole of your belly. Nice. Tuck your chin in, pull your elbows down into swan, lengthening through the front of your body. And then dive forward, bring your hands down. Drop your back knee to the floor. And then bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Drop your right elbow down to the floor. And just breathe into it. You can move if you wish, wiggle. The more you move towards the right-hand side, the easier this movement is. The closer you move to the left-hand side and your left foot, the stronger this movement is. So just see, how far out do you want to bring your right elbow? Nice. Both hands to the floor, step your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Now we're going to do that sit forward thing. So step your right foot to the back behind your left foot, drop your knee down, sit your bum down. You're sitting into a kind of a sandwich pose. Stretch both legs long, come into your forward fold. And just wiggle a bit. And find that inwards, the deep well. Say, I love the winter. I love the winter. I love the winter. I love wearing hats. I love wearing big cozy socks. I love sitting beside the fire, reading my book. I love drinking a cup of tea by the fire. I love the dark mornings. I love the dark evenings. I love that I do a deep dive into whatever it is that I need to deep dive into. Come into a cross-legged position. I love the solstice. It's amazing how much I love things in the winter. I love them. It's like, wow. Bring your hands to your heart. And just consider your glimmers, things that have happened so far even in your day. What a glimmering morning it's been. So tomorrow we're going to start the journey into the night sky. So between now and tomorrow, there will be a darkness. There will be a nighttime. So what I want you to do is I want you to notice in your garden, can you see the stars? Or is there some place that you need to go kind of tucked around the corner that you don't see the lights of your neighbors? Do you have an app or a book about the stars? If not, I'm going to share one with you tomorrow. A star, something light. We're going to really start looking, how do we see the stars? Because now's the time to do it. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. I will be here, and it's Sunday Yum. I'm looking forward to it already. And I'll see you then. Ciao, ciao, slán.